welcome to this month in Kingsport for the month of June, where we tell you a little bit about what's going on in and around Kingsport, and hope you can certainly get out and perhaps go to some of these events and check out all the neat happenings. Today we have with us Stacy Beverly from the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. A couple new businesses cutting ribbons this month and a neat garden tour we want to tell you about. To start with, we just cut the ribbon for Verizon Wireless's new facility at the Pavilion.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, they relocated their store from further down Stone Drive. They are at the Pavilion now, bigger store. Please go check that out. One of the things I learned, interesting tidbit, anytime Verizon opens a store in a new location, they give a donation to the local police department to help combat domestic violence.
Great.
So anytime they do that, so I know the Kingsport Police Department is also getting a donation from Verizon as well.
Well, we'll certainly appreciate their corporate citizenship. You can go ahead and check out the latest Blackberries and Gidgets and Trios and everything else I couldn't tell you about. Tell me what's going on with the First Assist Urgent Care at the Peachtree Center.
Yes, on Monday, June 9th, we're having a ribbon cutting at the First Assist, and they're a part of the Blue Ridge Medical Management Group. Blue Ridge Physician Group, excuse me. They are opening a urgent care center in the Peachtree Center.
Brand new facility. This isn't a relocation.
Correct.
Great.
They just opened one in Jonesboro as well, but this is going to be their Kingsport location, so we're very happy to have them in the community.
And that's here on Stone Drive, just across from Burlington Industries?
In the Peachtree
Or Burlington Coat Factory.
Yes.
And then on the 17th, a ribbon cutting for Rasnick Family Chiropractic.
Yes, this is Dr. Ben Rasnick. He's a
well-known. You hear his name a lot, yeah.
Yes, Kingsport boy. Went away to school, chiropractic school, and has come back and opened his practice just below the YMCA on Stone Drive, next to the Chop House.
Great.
And it's not just chiropractic, but it's wellness as well. And we're going to be opening that they're already open, but they're going to be having the grand opening and ribbon cutting on June 17th.
So maybe look for a few discounts, get out there and help Dr. Rasnick cut the ribbon on his new facility out there and get in alignment at the same time. On the 21st of June, we have coming up a garden tour. Tell us a little bit about that with Keep Kingsport Beautiful.
Keep Kingsport Beautiful is hosting a Saturday in the Gardens, and local families are opening up their personal gardens at their homes.
Outstanding. And this is so cool.
You can purchase the tickets, and the proceeds go to KKB. Just Keep Kingsport Beautiful, and you can go and look at the gardens and see all the beautiful roses.
Outstanding.
And
it's a great time of year to be out there. Beautiful weather. Get out and enjoy that a little bit. You can call the chamber at 392-8800 and ask for Keep Kingsport Beautiful. They'll be able to get you tickets for that. And June 27th, what's really been a very successful series. We've had two of these so far. That used to be small business breakfast, but now we kind of recast them. Tell us a little bit about what we're doing with that program, Stacy.
Okay, it's the fourth Friday breakfast, and we've been very fortunate to have at least 200 people each time show up to that event. Of course, it is free to our members. They go up and show up and get a great meal from Meadowview. And
really a lot of useful techniques, perhaps some instruction. The last one focused on media tips and how to get your message out if you're in small business.
Yes.
Certainly some neat resources at the chamber. I think it's also a good time to maybe mention once again, if you're thinking about starting a small business in Kingsport, give a shout to the chamber again, 392-8800, and ask for Cosby. Andrea will do a great job. All sorts of resources financially that are out there, tips on helping you plan, you actually develop your business plan and your strategy for moving forward with your small business. Just a great host of services available at the chamber. And always, Stacy, we thank you for being with us, and thank you for the good job you do. We appreciate it. Joining us next is Martha Beverly with the city's cultural arts services, among other titles that she wears. She was going to tell us a little bit about, we have all the latest 13 sculptures, or the latest in the Sculpture Walk 2.0 as I call it. Exhibits on Broad and Main Street are now installed.
Oh, I know. It's exciting, Tim. We're just really excited. Our second annual Sculpture Walk is up and ready for the community to enjoy, and we have 13 this year. We had 10 last year. And it's all funded by private contributions. The exhibit itself, they'll be up for a year. So you have a year to get to know them, get to know the artist, understand them, and interact with them.
Certainly. On that very first day, I saw folks out photographing the communications tower, which is on the chamber lawn on Main Street. If you're not familiar or haven't been downtown in maybe a few weeks or so, take a ride down one end of Broad Street all the way to Main Street and check out all the latest art. What's been the reception so far to this latest effort?
It's been great. You know, we've heard everything from they like last year's better, this year's better, but that's what it's all about. You know, we want people to interact with them, the discussion, the appreciation of them. You're going to have your most favorites, you're going to have your least favorite,
And that's the whole point,
That's
really,
the
of the
whole
art,
point.
isn't it? To
Yeah,
provoke
yeah.
thought and consideration of different viewpoints. You can look at any one single piece of work and hear three different interpretations, and that's the whole idea. That's what we wanted to provoke in part with this.
And this year, Hank Foreman curated the show again, and he wanted more color this year. We wanted a completely different show. So he has more colorful color and more playful pieces.
Right.
And that's the tower there at the chamber is very playful. And then the color. And actually the one that I probably was not that interested in when he showed us the slides and the possibilities 2 or 3 months ago is probably going to be my most favorite once I see it in person.
Which one is that?
It's the one on the corner
bow.
there.
Yeah.
The bow, yeah. And so it is really neat up close. And I spent some time, looking at it on the tour the other day, and I'm just like, wow. And when I drove down the street, it catches my eye. So that's what it's all about, is to interact with them and get to know them, get to know the artist and appreciate what the artist was doing and how the artist came about to do that piece.
And certainly to help our viewers and those folks who are visiting Kingsport or live in Kingsport understand a little more about these pieces, we have a brief flyer that's currently available at the Downtown Kingsport Association office, the Chamber offices, and the Renaissance Center itself on the 2nd floor. You can call 392-8414 to get the flyer. The Sculpture Walk brochure, the formal brochure, goes a little more in depth about each piece, will be available very soon, coming near to us. But again, almost $60,000 in private donations in just a single 12-month period to fund this. $90,000 from the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. We certainly appreciate their efforts there. And helping bring these pieces to Kingsport and keep these pieces. We have about 4 different pieces that have actually been already kept in place. Yaya's Muse, you were telling me, has been moved to the Watauga Roundabout, where folks can enjoy it as we're beginning to branch out a little farther and bring these art pieces to the rest of the city, really. But also the 4 elements, the tower and the Market Street and the traffic circle remains. Sky Wedge was donated as well. We appreciate that.
The funny thing, Hello Goodbye was purchased by a business, and it will be relocated, and they're in the process of finishing it. So Hello Goodbye has a temporary home in Bonnie's office. So when you walk in her office,
that's the wooden sculpture with the hat in hand.
It's the big wooden sculpture. It's Bonnie's new best friend. It's humongous. I said, Bonnie, you sure you want it in her office? She loves it. Bonnie. So here is this big.
Maybe difficult to get it out of there once you're done.
It took 3 men to carry it in there. It weighs a ton. So I mean, it is a hoot. I said, you sure you don't want it out in the stairwell? And she said, no, I want it in my office. So
now, can we say which business that's going to be located to, or is it going to be outside or inside their facility?
It'll be outside. It'll be down at the corner of Fort Henry and Eastman.
Okay, great.
Where they're remodeling the gas station down there.
Oh, it's going, okay,
yeah,
great.
So it'll be there.
At Brooks, yeah, outstanding.
And they're currently working on the restrooms down there, and then they're going to redo the whole gas station. So that'll be great. We're real excited about that. And when you're talking about the contributions, it's overwhelming at the response.
The response is truly
the Board
incredible.
of Mayor and Aldermen and private contributions. But in addition to that, of course, the Board of Mayor and Aldermen have approved a % for the art, which will be long term. And that's another real exciting thing that's happened in the last year. We kind of revised what they originally set up a couple of years ago, and we just got that approved, I guess last month, 6 weeks ago. And that'll give us long-range funding from the capital improvement projects. Right. And we're already talking about what art's going to go with the higher ed center. And it's going to be exciting. And so along with the private contributions and the Board of Mayor and Aldermen's seed money that they gave us, we're going to have long-term funding from it's 0.75% from the capital improvement projects. And we'll be able to work with those projects up front to make sure that the art complements the piece or the work that's being done. So that'll be exciting. The sculpture walk itself, we hope, will be in the same format that it is right now, and we'll have it as an annual exhibit. In terms of up and down Broad and a little bit on Main Street. It will all be within walking distance, so that you can start at the Chamber or start at Glen Bruce Park and work your way up and down the street. And really a lot of thought is going into a longer range plan in terms of Riverwalk, but I think public art will be an important feature of what happens out there. The consultants who help us develop the riverfront plan certainly foresee that as an interpretive element as well, so we certainly look forward to that.
Several new artists, one or two perhaps. I believe Hannah Gibran was the creator of the Four Elements, and he is back with us with another piece.
We had a big reception on Thursday night with all the artists, and he is a character. And
indeed.
We had more fun, and I mean, he was so excited, and I think we're going to have artists throughout the country now. We have put Kingsport on the map as far as the artist and sculpture artists, and they're going to be coming to Kingsport looking, when can I be in the next exhibit?
And really, as a smaller town with this kind of a big a push, you can really see it all. I guess my first experience with public art was in Seattle, visiting with some of my wife's relatives up there. But in a larger city, I mean, you almost have to get in the car and drive around to experience it. Here, you can actually get out, enjoy the beautiful sunshine, and see this art yourself, all in probably about an hour.
Yeah, hour and a half. You can do it. Now, Hank Foreman did a walk this past Friday at 10 o'clock. He will be back. He, of course, lives in Boone. He will be back for Fun Fest.
Oh, great!
And we'll be doing a special walk during Fun Fest on that Saturday morning. So you need to put that on your calendar.
Hank Foreman is the curator. He's with the college in Boone, I believe it is.
He's with Appalachian State and the Turchin Art Center, and he is a character too, and he is great. I mean, he
actually helps us select all of these pieces.
Yeah, he curated the show and selected them all, and of course he brought a lot of ideas to the committee, and then the committee, of course, his ideas are so great, it's hard to even...
And we need to thank those folks. I think there's about 13 or 14 people serving on the Public Art Committee. We certainly appreciate all that they do to help keep this program going, helping gin up interest, got it off the ground very quickly, and I think very successful. So we do appreciate their efforts.
There's a bunch of dynamite people. So.
And again, you can get your flyers to tell you a little bit about these, and the full brochures are coming soon at again at the DKA, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Renaissance Center.
Right.
And as always, Martha, we enjoy your time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
We're always excited to talk about art in Kingsport.
Outstanding. Thanks so much. And joining us next on This Month in Kingsport for the month of June is Lisa Childress, and have a very outstanding conference coming up. A lot of excitement. I've heard from folks in the economic development world, folks in Main Street businesses like yourself, and in the business of developing Main Streets like yourself. Tell us a little bit about what's coming up with the John Shallard event.
Well, John Shallard is a known speaker in developing retail businesses in downtown areas as a destination. And when you think about downtown businesses, you want to think about our specialty shops, but over the years sometimes that's not always been the case. So Shallard has found a way of enhancing the programs of getting businesses to open their doors to where when our customers are thinking about shopping, they shop first in downtown.
Exactly, they look first.
They look first in downtown, and they want to come and be a part of that downtown business world. So we're very excited to be able to host that with the Tennessee Main Street program and the Economic Development of Tennessee, the state. It's going to be held on June the 13th. You do have to register. You can go online and register.
What's that web address?
It is www.downtown.org.
Okay.
And then there is an 800 number that I want to put out there too that you can register with, and it's 1-800-872-7201, and that is with the state of Tennessee, and they'll take care of all your information.
And again, destination retail is exactly what it sounds like. In other words, that's the place when you set out, you get in your car, you're ready to go shopping, or maybe spend an afternoon or a weekend roaming around. You got in mind, this is where I want to go.
That's where I want to go, and I want to check this out first. But it's going to be held June the 13th at Restoration Church on Broad Street. We're very excited about it. We're going to be able to handle about 250 people.
And this is for just regular folks, not just folks who are in economic development directly.
Anybody can come. You're looking at small businesses. You're looking at businesses that may be thinking about opening. You're talking about your economic development side, the government side. Anybody that wants to hear about retail destination, they're welcome, and it's free. This is something that the state is playing for.
Quite an expert really have coming in talking about how you develop marketing plans and develop and promote your business, again, as that destination.
He actually developed the plan for Hallmark cards.
Oh, really?
So he worked for Hallmark cards for many, many years. So he has got 25 plus years of experience in getting retail destination into our downtown.
Outstanding. It's going to be a great event. I heard a lot of excitement about that.
Very exciting.
Now, this is this month in June, but we're actually going to look just ahead a little bit to July 4th, because we had a lot of great things going on downtown, and certainly let's hear a little bit about
We had our press conference yesterday, and we had our lobby full of the media, and we were so excited about it, because when you talk about 4th of July, you're talking about, the heart of Kingsport, and we're so excited that we're able to kick 4th of July off. It will start at 4 o'clock in Glen Bruce Park with our kids zone. And I'm sorry, it's 5 to 8 o'clock. And we're going to have a lot of blow-up toys. There's going to be food down there. There'll be clowns down there. It's going to be at a different level than it was last year. We're just kind of upping the scale a little bit. Then, of course, the stage our main stage, which is down toward the train station, that will be where Full Circle will start performing, and Full Circle will hit the stage at 6 p.m. and then Southern Culture on the Skids.
They're opening up for Southern Culture on the Skids. If you've never heard of them, you need to come check them out.
Yeah, they have a great opening act, and if you read the paper this morning, you saw that they always open up with their fried chicken. They throw fried chicken out to the audience. So Southern Culture on the Skids will be our audience, our performing band at 8 o'clock, and they will play until about 9:50. And that's when our fireworks will kick off. And Hostin Valley Hospital is our sponsor for that again this year. And we will have about 15 minutes of fireworks shooting off from dawn.
They were awesome last year.
They were awesome last year. We're kicking it up just a little bit this year.
My wife had to be out of town last year, so me and the kids, we did a tour of the Tri-Cities fireworks shows. And I'm telling you, it really was. Kingsport really was the neatest event, and just the feel and the atmosphere, and it was really, really a neat show.
Well, we're very proud of the fact that, our sponsors and the Downtown Kingsport Association kicks this off, and we felt like this was something we needed 4 years ago, and this is our 4th year, and I hope we're there.
It just keeps growing.
It just keeps growing.
It was jam-packed, but a great time. Certainly come out here, Southern Culture on the Skids. Check out the Kids Zone. That's a very neat event right by the library in Glen Bruce Park, and sounds like it's going to be bigger and better than always, and we certainly appreciate all you're doing with DKA, Lisa, and thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And now Kitty Frazier joins us from our Parks and Recreation Department, one of the busiest folks going. She brought my own cheat notes for me today. I was like, well, my goodness, tons and tons and tons of opportunities to get out, enjoy yourself, be involved in athletic events, and let's just jump right into some of them we got going on.
Well, one of the things that people might want to take advantage of is the Mets are in town. They're playing at Hunter Wright Stadium, so check out their website at kmets.net.
Tomorrow's Stars playing here today.
That's correct, and they've got a full season, a great schedule ahead of us, and so if you've never been to Hunter Wright Stadium, this is
really a great
the time
ballpark. We went out to a couple games last year on the weekends.
It's inexpensive, family fun, $2 to $3 for admission. You can't.
Yeah, it doesn't no better deal than that going for an evening of baseball. Kangaroo Classic Volleyball Tournament coming up June 21st to 22nd. Sounds like a pretty big deal. I've heard of this.
It is. It's a unique experience because we have outdoor volleyball with triples and doubles on grass. It's a tournament, very competitive, but also sort of a family-style event.
Right.
So you've got options for men, women, co-ed. It's a lot of fun, and again, it's something we've been doing for about 15 years, so it's got a tradition behind it.
And relatively modest cost, $20 entry fee for doubles, $30 a team for triples. Give us your phone number to call if you're interested.
229-9458. You can start registering now, and again, we'll be ready to go.
Legion Pool, nobody's been to that, have they?
It's a little today it's 90 degrees, and so I expect it to be full of people. It's a busy time.
But we are open Monday through Saturday, 12 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 5. Monday evenings from 6:30 to 9. So if you want to get out and get cool, $2 a ticket. Doesn't get any better than that.
We're also selling season passes, and you can come in the evenings on Monday. That's something that people don't realize that we have as an opportunity, because you can bring your family out if you're a working person and enjoy on Monday evening. You can also rent the pool if you want to for parties or maybe a ball team or just a special event. So we've got a lot of options.
And are those generally on evenings you can rent them?
Evenings, that's correct.
Oh, outstanding. Great. Swim lessons are also available?
Swim lessons, we've got 3 more sessions left, and again, you can register for various sessions. They're 2-week sessions, and they run every day, and so just come by the athletic office and sign up.
And the splash pad, if you have not been out to the splash pad, I am telling you what, just a neat thing. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, the splash pad is its 2nd season, and it's basically an interactive play area over in the Riverview neighborhood, and so you can come 10 to 8 every day and just enjoy it at your own leisure. There's no admission. It's for any age, adults, children. Just have a great
And
time.
if you don't see any water on it, doesn't mean it's not running. It's actually very efficiently designed with sensors, I guess, or whatever. How do you activate it?
It's activated by a sensor. There's an actual pad in the ground that you go and you rub it with your hand, and it will turn it on, and it will activate for a period of time, and then it'll turn off. So that way we're saving water, but it's also usable for when people are there, and it also creates a little bit of excitement. The kids love to go over and rub their pad and wait to see if they make the magic
2
happen.
great picnic pavilions donated by the labor of some civic groups and some of our businesses in town. We appreciate all those. 2 great pavilions over there. That's open to everyone in the community. Go by, check it out. Tennis lessons.
We offer tennis lessons for ages 14 and under. Those are held at Borden Park, and we're registering now through the 9th of June, so you need to basically get there, but we'll still take registrations if there are some spaces available.
And just so much going on. Your website, your web address for Parks and Rec?
KingsportParksandRecreation.org.
And you can find out about all these events or upcoming events, perhaps not just in June, but going forward. Let's talk a little bit about the dog park. We're getting really closer. We've adopted a fee schedule that we're going to have, obviously, to upkeep the place. New rules have been adopted by the committee, I assume?
That's correct. The Dog Park Committee has developed a series of rules based on what we think is the best for our park, not necessarily everyone else's.
Right.
Everything from the age limits, the types of things you should do with your dog and not do. That's been approved. We'll have them posted whenever we have the position and the ready open. And
that's going to be opening later this summer, about 2 acres out by Hunter Wright Stadium. And the ideal is you can let your dog run free, have a good time. It's forested, a little bit of elevation change, so a little bit of difference there, not just complete flat ground.
It's going to be a unique park, I think, for what this area is seeing, because it is a wooded lot, and so you've got lots of trees and a lot of shade and lots of sticks for the dogs to pick up and play with on their own, that kind of thing. But it will be a safe environment, 2.5 acres. There'll even be an area for the small dogs or maybe the older dog that's not quite as active, so that they can have a space and feel comfortable in it.
Now, again, as with most of these parks, children 12 and under won't be allowed in. Is that correct?
That is correct. We think that it's a safety issue to have children interacting with dogs that they don't know and dogs that may not be as comfortable with children. So
right.
We want to make sure that it's safe for both the participant and the dog.
So certainly look forward to that going forward. I want to put in a plug. Bays Mountain Park is now in their summer hours, so they're open to 8 o'clock in the evenings, with the Nature Center itself closing at 6, if I remember correctly. There's just a ton of neat things and neat opportunities. With the price of gas, certainly we're all looking for things to do maybe a little closer to home on the weekends, and there's a ton to do here in Kingsport. So we certainly hope you can get out this month in June and check it out here in Kingsport.